wouldn't give me an answer. Oops.
We'll call the common council back to order. I'll ask our clerk to call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Here.
Shaplewski. Here. Whiteneyer. Here. Haas.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Reinke.
Aye. Here.
Rote.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
10 present, none excused.
We have a quorum. We will start with the Administration and Finance Committee, which is chaired by Alderman Haas.
Mayor Devine, the Administration and Finance Committee met and acted favorably, with all members voting in favor of the following items. Items 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27 were all approved. 28 and 29 were placed on file. 30 was approved. 31 was placed on file, and 33 was placed on file. I move for approval of that portion of the Administration and Finance Committee report.
Second.
We have a motion with a second. Is there any discussion? No discussion. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplewski.
Aye.
Whiteneyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
And then items 20 and 26 were approved with 4 members voting in favor, 1 member voting against. I move for approval of items 20 and 26.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderperson Reinke. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplewski.
No.
Whiteneyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
9 in favor, 1 opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. Next up, we'll do the Public Works Committee. Alderman Barzak.
Mayor Devine.
I would like to bring your attentions to items number 35 through 41 on tonight's agenda. These are all resolutions that were adopted by all 5 members of the committee. And then bring your attention to items number 42 and 43. These were communications. 42 to be placed on file, 43 to be approved. Again, approved by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplewski.
Aye.
Whiteneyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Go on to the Safety and Development Committee. Alderman Lysick.
Sorry, did that get you?
No. Oh, did it go flying? Land it right there.
Yeah. I refer you to item 44, an ordinance for passage, 49, 50, and 51, house cleaning items be placed on file. Item 52, resolution for Quick Trip to be approved as amended. 53, the special use permit to be placed on file. 54, 55, 56, and 57 for approval. All items acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, Mayor Devine?
Alderman Haas.
Yeah, Alderman Lysick, what was the amendment on Quick Trip?
The amendment on Quick Trip was, the special use was written up to prohibit them from having a speaker by the gas pump so they could communicate from inside the station. Since they are not in any proximity to residential, we felt that that was not necessary, and they could have they'd like to have a speaker there.
Thank you.
Any other discussion or questions? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Shaplewski. Whiteneyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor.
Thank you. License and Health Committee, Alderman Chaplesky.
I'd like to report on items number 8 through 17, 58 through 63 on tonight's agenda. These are various reports and license. Vote for approval by all 5 members, with the exception of 16 and 17, which were to deny. I'd like to move for approval of this portion of the committee's report.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Then we have item number 18. This is a license voted for approval by 4 members and 1 member voting no. I'd like to move for the adoption of the remainder of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderperson Reinke. Is there any discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Oitmeyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
No.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
9 in favor, 1 opposed.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is the Advisory Committee.
Mayor Devine.
Person Reinke.
I direct the council's attention to items number 64 and 65 on tonight's agenda. Both are appointments or reappointments that were approved for the Youth Commission and to the West Allis Bid District. I move for their approval. Mayor Devine.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman May. Is there any discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky. Oitmeyer.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
Weigel.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor.
Thank you.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we adjourn until our next regularly scheduled meeting, Tuesday, November 20th at 7 p.m.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Vitale. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.
All right, sir.
Only got one left in it.